Okay, so I'm going through my post, and so here we go. Natalie Wood, I don't know who that is, but I'll write it down. What happened to her? I don't do readings on dead people or murders or missing people. That's not my field. I don't know how to do that. I did the Pelosi one. Spirits haunting the White House. I've done that one already. Matt Gaetz, I've done him already. Just did the senator one. Will America have learned its lesson after Trump? I've done that one too. Will Congress give women equal rights? I can do that one. Now, mind you, equal rights does not mean equal treatment. Just because you say a person is equal does not mean you treat them that way. So we still have to, if you're going to pass it, you have to enforce it. UFOs, I don't know. I tried to do one before, if there's UFOs here. My cards don't tell me such things. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But you have to also understand, UFO means unidentified flying object. Doesn't mean alien. Alien is a completely different thing than UFO. UFO just means they don't know what they're looking at. Alien is something from another place. I have been giving you suggestions and you're not reading on them. Well, then type them in the right place and maybe I will. If you type on older videos, and I don't get those comments first. I get the comments first on the newer videos. And if you give me a reading suggestion that has nothing to do with the actual reading, then I don't get that one first either. I get emailed my comments, so it's not easy to keep track of all of them. Will the Secret Service really take a bullet for Trump? Yes, they would, because that's their job. Yeah, I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't either, but that's not the job for me. But yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen, because we don't want people, even Donald Trump, we do not want someone to try to assassinate him, because let's say you get somebody in there you do like. If it's going to be that easy to take out of Donald Trump, it would be that easy to take them out too. So that's not something we want to wish. Will Donald Trump lose weight in 2019? No. Does he have on 2 belts? No. He's got on 1, but he will not lose weight. Does Melania have a side? Yes, she does. We reread on that one too. Will they prove 2016 election results illegitimate? I don't think so. I think we done a reading on whether they would cancel his presidency. What is it called? I can't remember the word. Anyway, I still think no, this never happened before. Annul his presidency? I don't think so. Is Trump being a lizard alien from the underground? I don't know. No, he's a person. He's just Marianne Williamson. I've done her too. Scientology. Is Miss Cabbage dead or alive? I don't know. I don't do missing people or dead people, so I don't know. I can't tell you. Will the IRS take away their tax-exempt status? Well, ain't that interesting? So, let's do that one right now. Scientology. Will you lose your tax-exempt status? And we'll do alien life UFOs too. We'll do this sort of live stream style. And I'll do several readings in this one video. So, will you lose your tax-exempt status? Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Magician, Three of Wands, I don't see it. It will be called into question though, so there's a waiting period, but no. Because the Hangman is the stuck and stagnant. This is also the uphill battle, so, but the higher ground as well. Ten of Cups and the illusion, the misinformation. Ironically, Stonehenge, what people think is some sort of alien landing site, but it's a observatory. And then the waiting. So no, it will be called into question, but it will not be revoked, unfortunately. So, UFOs. Are they visiting us? Is that what the Pentagon is hearing about right now? Justice. There's the Pentagon. Prince of Swords. High Priest. That's the government overall. Prince of Pentacles is Princess here. Nine of Cups. The Three of Cups. I heard the word solar anomaly, so something natural occurred that was first tracked. Something else, however, has gotten the government's attention. So we have, there was probably the Elon Musk thing. That was a natural occurrence because it was, his rocket looks like some sort of ghost ship going through the sky, but that was natural. So we have the government fully involved. You have the Pentagon and the government overall. And rushing in and slow and methodical both. But rushing in with the government. So the government is going, they're acting sort of in haste, or they're acting not in haste, but in reaction to. But they're acting quickly. So this is something they're investigating currently, as in right now. Then there is a desire around the slow and methodical. So this is the information that they have is not being combed over quickly. It's being sort of waded through with more caution. But have they visited? The Three of Cups is a celebration, a unity, a harmony. So they have not caused any damage. They haven't even caused any fear. Because most people look up in the sky, they don't know what they're looking at. If you took some astrophysics or some astro classes of some sort, then you would look up in the sky and know what you're looking at. But there have been some things that people have looked at with wonder. and not necessarily fear. So they haven't caused any damage, but yes, there has been something here. But you also have to understand, in the greater scheme of things, our solar system is quite big. Well, not big, but big enough. And look at it this way. Look at it this way. You have planets. We have 8 planets, 9 arguably, or even more than that. Depends on where you stand. The astrophysics community has said that Pluto is not a planet. It is a comet. So, let's say the largest planet in our solar system is Jupiter. Jupiter is 1,000 times the size of Earth. So let's say that's Jupiter. Then you have Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and then you have Earth, Mars, Mercury. Let's see. I need something even smaller than that. To sort of illustrate to you why they could take interest in all of our planets, but not necessarily so much interest that they would stop here and just hang out. Even though this is the only planet so far that we know of in this solar system that has life. So let's say this isn't big enough to be Jupiter. Not in this thing. I'm going to use this gigantic tarot card. That's what I'm going to do. This is Jupiter. Okay, this is Jupiter. This is Earth. Google an image of the pale blue dot, and you will understand why Earth is not at the top of the food chain when it comes to planets. This is Jupiter, this is Earth. So we don't have a whole lot of alien activity, but there has been some. And where it comes from, I don't know. Where was it going? I also don't know. But it has been here. Billionaire couple from Canada have been murdered. I don't know. I'm not an investigator, so I won't do that one. Will they find a cure for MS and cancer? I've done, I think, MS before. Cancer is a bit different because that's it's caused by way too many things, and there are way too many types. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Will Donald Trump die as president? I don't do that one because I don't want to be on the Interpol list as a person who said the president is going to die, and then the Secret Service come after me and ask me what I know about such a thing. So no. Russian hackers. Selena mentioned something about Russian hackers uploading something on YouTube. I saw the upload but can't find it now. Will you read on it? Russian hackers uploaded something to YouTube. Was it something destructive that we need to be concerned about, or was it just what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Will E. Jean Carroll eventually bring rape charges against Trump? She says she's not, but her story is believable. Margaret Mitchell, I don't know who that is. Because he's a horrible person, that's why. Trump has lived a life of luxury, gotten the best education, not wanted for anything. Why is he crapping on the U.S. and the Justice Department, FBI, etc.? Because he's a horrible person. People with power and privilege don't respect anything other than their own power and privilege. And maybe the source of it. But other than that, no. Is Biden taking GOP money? Interesting. I think Biden takes everybody's money, quite honestly. Is Rebecca Mercer involved in the failed attack on Iran? Has Ivanka flipped? Will Putin tell Trump to fire Bolton? No. Did A.G. Barr take money from Mohammed bin Salman? I don't know. There's something with William Barr and money, though, that keeps him attached to horrible people. Was Rebecca Mercer involved in the failed attack? Well, we didn't attack. It was some sort of drone flyover, wasn't it? The lady, that's the Empress. There's a woman there somewhere, and not only that, but she has plans. So there's potential. Four of Swords, there is a rest. 10 of Wands, there is a burden. 10 of Cups, there is the harmony. King of Pentacles right next to the lady and the burden. And then the Princess of Swords, Page of Swords, that's the bad news, disappointing news. Looks like a yes. Has Ivanka flipped? Ivanka's in a precarious situation. She has been questioned. She gave half-truths. So let's see, has she flipped? Seven of Cups. That's a confusion. Too many options. Two of Swords. That's a deadlock. Also a confusion. Princess of Swords. Bad news. That's also a child. And 10 of Cups. There's the harmony. So the Hangman, stagnation. And the King of Swords. Her father crosses her. So crosses her confusion. She's still 50-50. Now, mind you, if you think about your own beloved family members, somebody comes to you. My father would always say, I would never lie to you. I might lie for you, but I would never lie to you. So if this was someone in my family, I think I'd have to go down with the ship, depending on what they did. Anyway, if you didn't do anything against the child, then you know what? I'm standing with you. Family first type of thing. That's not her case. She gets the confusion card in the middle. She's get the more confusion, sort of the stalemate after the information is out. There's the Hangman, so even more confusion. So because you're sort of stuck and stagnant, you're not going anywhere. So this is just reiterating each other here. Then you have the kid. Sometimes this is an unruly child. If you ever see that in a reading about children, like a child with behavioral issues. So this is a disappointing news from the child, and then around the harmony and the family harmony, and then her father crosses it. As she flipped, she's still deciding, because like I said, when she was questioned, she gave half-truths. So she didn't give full information, full disclosure. And she somewhat protected her father. But when you get half-truths, that means they just question you twice as much. So she's going back for more questioning. Will she have a breakdown then? We'll see. So, Trump's not firing Bolton. Interesting. Eric Prince with regards to propaganda misinformation used within the USA. Felix Sater and his relationship with Trump now that he is about to testify. China's future with their one-child rule, I think they're going to keep that because they're still in the billions in population, aren't they? I'm curious about Cuba American Embassy employees becoming ill. How long is this video? I'll do one more. How about that? Let's see. We'll do... Should we do E. Jean Carroll in her own video? Yes, we'll save her for her own video, because something else might come out of that. Because we still need to find out whether it's true or not, so we'll do the true thing first, and then we'll do the whole other stuff after that. A lot of these I've read on already. It's just, I have like 400 videos. So there's a lot of this probably already up there. Yeah, 547 is what the playlist says, but mind you, all of my videos are not in the playlist, so there could be even more than that. But 500 videos. So, and there were some comments that I was going to address, and then I realized what I just said, do not address, and I got to reiterate this, do not address negative comments. Do what you want to on your own channel, but do not. It's not fair to the people who say nice things to you if you're constantly paying attention to the people who don't. So, the last one said, Unity post Trump. I've done that reading already too, but it's a good one to leave off on. Unity post Trump. Waiting. Nine of Pentacles, security. The trees are barren. This usually indicates a person in a lush garden, but trees are barren. Seven of Wands, that is a defending oneself. The Tower. Queen of Swords. The World. If he brings us into a war or some sort of attack on us that might be even orchestrated by us, then that, for whatever reason, this, I mean, it's horrible to say, but it's reality. Just all you have to do is just look back in history. Disasters bring us closer together. There's waiting. This person's in the lush, see, with nice fields and all that. This person is supposed to be the person of security. She's got the luxury bird and she's got gems, but she has no fruits. All of her money is tied up back here in the stone that she can't even use. And then there is a sudden end, like an attack, to the Tower. Need I say more? There's something to do with the law and something to do with defending oneself. So there's an attack. There's the world involved. So this could possibly be sort of our catalyst to unity. Something destructive. Lord. Let's end on a positive note. How about that? Tarot. Something we need to hear. Let's see. Two of Cups. Cooperation and unity. Queen of Pentacles. There's that solidarity and firm foundation. The Seven of Swords. There's a strategy. The High Priest. And the Nine of Cups is our desire. Two of Wands. Cooperation, unity, harmony. There's a bond. Firm foundation around our government. There is some deception. There is some greed. But there is preparation for that to be undone. We have to keep in mind, through the Trumps of the world, through the ugliness that our government has become, through it all, we remain. It looks ugly, it looks dark, it looks bleak. We remain. We become victims of terrorist attacks, and our own government steals our money. We remain. Trail of Tears. We remain. Slavery. We remain. Women's suffrage, which still exists to this day. We remain. There are some things that we just have to go through as humans because we never learned how to cooperate, how to get along, how to disagree politely. We just never learned such things. So many of us are just different people. It's so easy to say, oh, I can't believe you said that, you're so stupid. Instead of just saying, okay, I see where you're coming from, and then leave it alone. Or don't partake in things you're not interested in. This mentality, especially online, of going to seek something out just to tell somebody you don't like it. There's some sort of self-importance there. Some sort of need for validation, I suppose. And then we argue back and forth about why you felt the need to tell me something negative and why I felt the need to tell you something negative. And then, but we remain. Somehow or another, we will get through the Trump years. There will exist another Trump somewhere in history. And our prayer is for our children and grandchildren is that they too will remain. Nothing in life is easy, not even life itself. But when it seems as though you just can't take it anymore, understand we will remain.